We got a new Explore With Us crime story time video. Spoiled college girl thinks killing a baby is hilarious. Excuse me?
We got a newborn baby. It's been discarded. Looks like it's dead.
You knew that you were pregnant, right or wrong?
For sure, for a complete fact.
For sure, for a complete fact, no.
No, I did not.
Is this the lawyer or the detective? Okay.
I know completely.
Let me later on.
Absolutely, positively.
You realize that we have your computer.
That's not my computers.
Detective.
I didn't really have.
She looked up on the internet how to abort a baby at home, and she did it.
Much concern for the baby. I was more concerned about my well-being and taking care of myself.
Then they turned over like pictures, and I really hope they're not trying to show pictures in the courtroom.
What did you do?
Here I go.
When a horrifying discovery is found in a trash bag.
Oh, that's heavy. They popped at the disclaimer for 0.5 seconds and then kept it pushing. All information contained in this video presentation is provided for entertainment purposes only and is not to be relied upon as legal advice in any matter in any jurisdiction. Obviously, blah blah blah. You can read the rest of it on your screen right now.
When a horrifying discovery is found in a trash bag outside a sorority house at Muskingum
Outside the sorority house?
University, suspicion falls on a young college student.
Muskingum University. It's in Ohio.
As investigators dive into the truth behind the gruesome find, unsettling evidence begins to emerge, leaving them to question.
Hold up, dude.
Let's
Let's look at these case photos real quick.
As investigators dive into the truth behind the gruesome find.
Milk does, Dr. Thunder. Is this like Cane's right here? I think this is like something that's bloody. Ramen noodle pack. This looked like a McFlurry or something.
Unsettling evidence begins
The picture of the toilet is
to
insane.
emerge,
Get
leaving
that out
them
of
to
here.
question.
What?
And
I just thought about why they got the picture of the toilet. Why would they have the picture of this though?
is the suspect telling the whole truth? Or is there more to the story than she's leading them to believe?
So they told me it's going to come down to who do they believe, me or the coroner?
Details of the chilling incident that took place on Wednesday,
I think they're gonna believe the coroner.
April 22nd, 2015, in New Concord, Ohio, begin to emerge in a conversation recorded between the student Emily and her mother, Sandra.
Anyone knock at the door? Yeah, somebody tried to get in the bathroom and knock at the door, but there was no sound whatsoever. The door was locked. They could not get in. Nobody answered. Why do I not know any of this? Because you would have to help.
It began when Emily's sorority sisters found a tightly knotted trash bag resting against the
Oh nah, brother. They found the trash bag sitting outside. They picked up the trash bag. They're like, this trash bag's a little heavy. They checked up in there.
side of the house. They tore it open, uncovering a terrifying scene that would soon send shockwaves through the entire community.
Hey, it's Tim, University PD. Hey, I'm going to need you to send a deputy over here to 125 Lakeside. We got a newborn baby. It's been discarded. Looks like it's dead.
Man.
Okay. The squad's on the way too.
Yep, thanks. Bye.
Police quickly arrived at the sorority house where 12 young women lived while attending the nearby university. While it was unclear at the time what pointed
12 young women. So it's 12 possible people. But like they said, they already know who it is because they got at this current moment they don't, but
witnesses to one specific
they
resident.
got her computer.
Everyone believed the mother of the child to be 20-year-old Emily Weaver.
And everybody in there, they said, hey, we think it's her.
Detective Todd Maley from the Muskingum County Sheriff's Office conducted a brief interrogation with Emily,
2014?
documenting their exchange. At first, Emily denied having a baby,
Did you have...
but Facebook
Yo. Who told these... Why does the detective write like this, man? Um, like, how can you read this? Nobody else other than that person can read this. I don't know why I'm here. The fire department, something. I was out. Question: did you have a baby? No. Yo, this writing is insane.
With the fact that
This writing is
DNA
insane,
evidence
though.
could connect them, she
The A on the baby is like a U.
admitted the child was hers. With the hopes of uncovering how such a horrific tragedy may have happened, the detective returns the following day to question Emily once again. However, little could prepare the detective for the shocking truths he'll soon learn as their conversation
That's
unfolds.
that true trick and scratch.
When I first came over here yesterday and we first met, you lied at first about being pregnant.
Yes.
And then you ended up admitting that you were.
Okay, so maybe that clip from the start was from yesterday, from this clip right here, because he was pressing her, but then he's saying you lied, and then at that clip she did lie about it. Okay.
What happened yesterday morning?
Like, you just want for sure from like me having the baby?
Of course, you were pregnant. Did anybody know about that? Tell me about that.
No, no one knew about that.
Now, you told me that there was rumors.
Yeah, because I didn't take a test or anything.
However, it would later be revealed that Emily
There was rumors, but you didn't take a test or anything. What do you mean? If you think you're pregnant, you're taking a test, right?
did take a pregnancy test at the university's wellness center. They would reach out to Emily in an attempt to share the positive results, but their calls, emails, and texts would go
But she was ignoring them calls. She got the call back.
unanswered,
She was like, if they're calling me, it's GG.
begging the question, did she simply miss the messages, or did she choose to ignore them?
She ignored them.
The answers begin to reveal.
Cause look, I guarantee this is probably what happened. Most likely what happened is she thought that she was pregnant. She probably said something to the guy, and then he was like, you should go get it checked. She went to the wellness check, and then she also did another one at home the same day, right? It may not be going to the door. It could have just been her herself. So whatever. But she probably did one there and then another one at home. And then once she got the call back from that one, she's already knowing she did the one at home. It said positive. She's knowing she's cooked.
Themselves in a series of text messages later uncovered between Emily and her ex-boyfriend, Logan. On March 18th, 1 month prior to giving birth, Emily texts, "I don't know what to do besides keep it a secret, and I haven't told."
Come on, dude. The predictions are on point. She did go to him. He probably, come on.
Anyone about this situation.
I think my first scenario was the one, not her being by herself. Okay.
But it's getting harder to keep quiet about. Emily tells Logan they need to talk about the situation they're in.
Hold on, let me read these real quick.
About.
Can you convince her not to or something, please, Emily? Well, okay, well, if my mom says something to your mom or something, I haven't told anyone about the situation, but it's getting harder to keep quiet about.
Emily tells Logan they need to talk about.
Hey, I feel like we need to talk about this situation we're in and what's going to happen. I know you don't want to, and if it's a bad time, that's fine. We don't need to discuss this now, but it's a conversation that needs to be addressed. You tell me I tried to tell you what to do, but you said I tried to tell you what to do, but you said it wasn't my decision and you're the one with the thing. I never said it wasn't your decision. Clearly it affects you just as much as it affects me. Seems I don't know. She might have said that, but it seems like she understands that
About the situation they're in. She accuses him of acting like nothing's going on.
You sit back and act like nothing is going on, have no consequences, and I let it happen. Well, I mean, you kind of you takes two to tango.
saying he has no consequences.
Well, tell me about some of the rumors.
Well, basically, I just heard it coming from one girl saying it. Because, like, my roommate is, like, talking to someone, and he said it was brought up, and some of her sorority sisters have brought it up. But, like, I've only, like, heard it come from that one source.
Why didn't you want anyone to know that you were pregnant?
Definition of Sundays: laying in bed, ignoring all responsibilities.
I didn't exactly know I was pregnant.
Cap.
In a heated exchange on April 17th, just 5 days before giving birth, Emily accuses Logan of starting a war by telling others, indicating that the two of them may not have been the only one.
Okay, dude. You're 1 month out from having a baby. I'm gonna be the father. I'm sorry that it comes out in the conversation. People over here talking about they having kids, they got somebody pregnant, and then I'm just gonna be like, yo, you know what? I got this situation going on right now, and and then he says it like, come on, dude. It ain't even his. Well, I mean, I think she said he was pillow talking, but pillow talk is a little different than like if it just comes up in a conversation like with the homies or something like.
Ones who knew.
You didn't know you were pregnant. Now, you were showing.
I mean, I gained weight. I mean, not an excessive amount, but
When did you stop having a period?
sometime after August, but I was still, like, spotting, like, throughout.
According to Detective Maley's notes from the day prior, Emily also claimed she had no visible stretch marks and experienced no nausea, symptoms usually indicative of pregnancy. But based on a pin about a baby's nursery,
Wait.
symptoms usually indicative.
No stretch marks. I can't tell what this says because this dude has chicken scratch and no nauseousness.
Of pregnancy.
Those are indicators of pregnancy? Okay, the more you know.
But based on a pin about a baby's nursery setup she saved on her social media account and the text she sent to Logan, it's clear she was aware of her situation.
And I don't want to beat you up about this, but you knew that you were pregnant, right or wrong?
For sure, for a complete fact.
Okay, no, the clip at the start, I don't think it was from before. I take my words back. This is from right here.
No, I did not know completely, absolutely, positively.
Emily tells Logan,
So she's just capping. Okay.
I just don't know how to deal with this situation, to which he suggests she go to a clinic. Her response, I'm 7 months, goes against her claims that she had no idea she was pregnant. As the detective.
So in 7 months, you got. I don't know how long it takes to normally show it. Maybe like. I know for some people it could take longer, up to like maybe 3 months, maybe. But like, even then, I don't know all of the states. I know the states have like different things going on. She probably had plenty of time to get something figured out, but was just like procrastinating, and like she posted on Twitter saying, "They laying in bed. I have no responsibilities."
7 months goes against her
Along
claims
those
that she
lines,
had
I
no
don't think
idea
those were
she
the
was
exact
pregnant.
words, but like,
As the detective confronts her about this knowledge, she continues to give vague answers.
You suspected you were pregnant.
I mean, it crossed my mind, but I didn't.
Okay, and that's what you said last night. You said it crossed your mind, and I said, how did it cross your mind? And you said what? Do you remember? You told me because you gained weight.
A little bit, but nothing significant.
I don't believe that you went into the bathroom and had this baby and it was a complete surprise. That's not true, is it?
What?
That when you went to the bathroom and had this baby, and it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was pregnant. I mean, that's unrealistic.
not gonna lie, he speaking facts. There may have been like a few recorded cases of something like this happening, but like if you're active, like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect I was gonna have a kid right there.
However, alarming clues, including Emily's search history, hint that she may
What
not
did
have
she
been as
search?
blind to her situation as she wants the detective to believe. Although none of this still explains what really happened to the baby.
Have you looked up things on your computer, on the internet, in reference to concealing a pregnancy?
But she looked up, what type of clothes should I wear to hide the baby bump? That's why she wearing a hoodie right now.
To hide that you were pregnant.
No.
Well, I mean, it's over with, so never mind.
Have
But
you looked up things on the internet in reference to
I don't know how you have a pregnancy.
to terminate a pregnancy?
oh, she looked that up too.
I mean, yeah, I look things up, but
On how to terminate a pregnancy.
or yeah, if it came down, like
Yeah, if it came down.
Okay.
and most of it was like abortion. It's mostly all I looked at.
However, Emily may have more than considered the idea, as is revealed in a text exchange on April 17th, just 5 days before giving birth. Logan sends a text to Emily which reads, "You should have gotten it taken care of when I told you to." In Emily's bedroom, investigators uncovered a startling new clue, but getting a straight answer as to her intentions would be no easy task.
That's what I was. She procrastinated. She probably figured out months ago, and then he was like, "Yo, go to the clinic." She's like, "What do I need to go to the clinic for?" And then she just procrastinated way too long. Now it's too late.
The pills that were found in your room, what were they called?
It's like black, starting to see.
Is it black cohosh?
Yeah.
Are those pills to induce an early labor or to terminate a pregnancy?
What?
I mean, I think there's like options, but I haven't technically tried.
Okay, so those pills do that.
I'm learning a few things in this video. So black cohosh or whatever can induce early labor or terminate pregnancies?
Yes.
Regardless of whether she knew all along or was truly unaware, her decision to hide the truth once labor began raises disturbing questions.
What was going on before the birth?
I just felt like an uncomfortable pain. Is that like what you want? I got like.
Is that what you had, was an uncomfortable pain?
Yeah, it wasn't anything like severe. It wasn't like I didn't think anything of it. And then
Where was it at?
where was that?
Yeah.
My bedroom, like in my bed. Just.
No, I mean, where was the pain at on you?
Oh, just like stomach area, like nothing like it wasn't low or anything. It was just like my
She was probably feeling the baby kicking at her
stomach, and then I like thought I had the stomach bug because then I went to the bathroom and I pooped a lot, and like the stomach flu's been going around, and like one of my housemates had it, so I was like, well, maybe that's just what it is. And so, like I was just pooped, and then I just laid back down. I didn't think anything of it. Kind of like dozed in and out throughout the night. And there's like, I mean, later on, there's like a more like sharp, heavier pain that was lower down. And I went downstairs, like I said, because if it was the stomach flu, 8 girls live upstairs. Like I didn't want it to be contagious, so I would get it. So I figured that would be the best place to go because it'd be the easiest to like don't go, like clean and investigate.
The admission that as many as 8 other girls were sleeping upstairs while she gave birth raises concerning questions about no one hearing a sound or rushing downstairs.
Yeah, because from what I know, it's not like it's a unpainful process.
However, this still didn't scratch the surface, as a morbid question will soon cloud the entire case.
So then
She had to have either been sitting down there with a gag in her mouth, going. She was Ugh. Either that or she was screaming loud. She was screaming loud. Somebody heard her.
What happened?
And then I just sat there, and then all of a sudden, like, I just felt like a rip and like heavy pressure, and then the baby came out.
And where are you at in the little bathroom?
Like sitting on the toilet.
Okay. So you feel this pressure,
Mm-hmm.
and you said the baby comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you scream? Can you describe how it came out and what it looked like?
I mean, I didn't scream, like I was like quiet about it because I didn't like want anyone to like wake up or be concerned. So like it wasn't like god awfully painful, like, you know, like people
Wait, so okay, so I guess according to her, it's not painful.
hear, like it wasn't. I mean, it hurt a little bit, but it wasn't like that bad. So I didn't really scream.
I don't know if she's capping right now.
Like I might have like been breathing
I don't know. I'd have to ask my own mother.
a little heavier, but that's about it.
So when the baby came out, where did the baby go?
The toilet.
In a conversation with her mother later, the two hint at the possibility of disturbing photographic evidence being witnessed by others.
I really hope they're not trying to show pictures in the courtroom. I have a feeling they are.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they did indeed show those pictures in the courtroom. So, Emily, everybody has now seen your baby. Because if they were showing us the censored pictures, I highly doubt that they didn't show the courtroom the uncensored pictures.
Your eyeballs.
Okay. Describe to me the baby's position in the toilet.
I was like laying like down. I'm pretty sure like I think there's like paper towels like in the toilet it was on top of. It was like it was facing like, I mean, I was laying, but like it wasn't like turned in the water, you know what I mean? Like it was like head was facing upwards.
And the baby was born alive.
Yeah.
On April 22nd,
It was born alive. What did you do to it, Emily?
at 7:12 p.m., just before the police arrived, Emily sent the following horrifying text to Logan. No more baby.
Oh, hell no.
Taken care of. Text to Logan. No more
7:12 p.m. No more baby.
baby.
That man immediately responded, "What?" And then she didn't say nothing. 5 minutes later, he had to send another one, question marks. Like 20 minutes later, again, no more baby. How do you know? Taken care of.
Taken care of. As Logan demands to know what happened,
I think he's saying, was it an abortion? He's like asking, I would like to know how you killed my kid. Fuck off, Logan.
texting, I want to know how you killed my child. She states, I went
into labor last night for 6 hours. It was a girl with your dark hair. Saying that is insane. That's fucked up, man. That put so much more mental anguish on him. Even so much more just because he knows it's for sure that it was his. But it did make it due to placenta complications. As she said before, or as she said after this, that was a lie. So, what happened to the baby?
went into labor last night for 6 hours. It was a girl with your dark hair, adding she didn't make
Oh no, I didn't finish reading this. And then she put the gaslight at the end. But I'm sure that's all my fault since everything is.
it due to placenta complications.
So she capped about it and then tried to gaslight him to.
However, a later shocking admission by Emily may suggest the truth is not so simple and worse than the detective could have imagined. As Emily continues her harrowing account, she tells the detective the baby was making slight movements but was not crying. Throughout her unsettling account, she never mentions encountering other household members or hearing a knock at the bathroom door, as the phone call with her mom had suggested.
I don't remember any of this stuff. I mean, they said there was no sound whatsoever. There was no you, there was no baby, there was no nothing.
Whether someone may have stood just outside the door, unknowingly within earshot of what was happening inside, remains unanswered, as no witnesses have come forward. For now, the heartbreaking revelation that the baby was born alive raises troubling questions about her death.
Yeah, what did you do to this baby, Emily?
And disturbing possibilities for what may have happened next.
After I tried to like stop some of the war bleeding, like I tried to check on the baby and it was just like, it really wasn't like it wasn't doing anything.
Now, how did you try and check?
I guess I just like looked and it wasn't anything.
Okay, so you said you took the baby out of the toilet and laid it where?
Just like on the ground.
Although Emily's story may be true, it seems the detective is reluctant to believe her and might be suspecting that she's withholding a darker truth.
And we talked about this last night, and I explained to you that the pathologist is going to be able to tell.
Yeah, if it was choked or something.
The baby was in the toilet. The baby was born into the toilet. I have a feeling that there may be a third option that isn't said at the bottom there, and it has something to do with the toilet.
The cause of death on the child.
Mm-hmm.
And did you do anything physically to?
No, I didn't do anything physically. Obviously, I didn't do much at all. I was more concerned about me than I was.
Detective Maley's notes reveal that
We know that much, Emily.
That Emily expressed concern, stating, "I don't want this to seem like I intentionally killed the kid." When asked if she choked the baby, she answered, "There's no way I could even comprehend something like that." Though Emily stands by her story, an autopsy report will later shed light on this tragic mystery. For now, the detective shifts the conversation to what Emily did next after giving birth. She briefly
I wonder what the autopsy is gonna find.
Explains that she laid
I wonder, is my theory gonna be correct?
in bed, sleeping off and on through
one of the
minor
other
stomach
two that were
pains
already there.
until about 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
So then my roommate was like, well, what do you want to do for dinner?
And who was that?
Paige.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't really know. So then we just decided to go to McDonald's, at the airport McDonald's.
So how did you get there?
I drove.
Mm-hmm. She go with you?
Yeah, like felt fine. Went to our room, sat there, ate it. Then I showered. Everything felt fine. I felt fine. So after I showered, I got on the computer. I started typing.
Most mentally ill murderers have a rational understanding of why they are being sentenced to death.
Presentation due that.
I wonder what made her have the idea to write about mentally ill murderers being sentenced to death.
So I started like doing it, and I didn't look anything up about the situation on the computer. So if you can look that up, but I didn't look anything up on the computer or anything. I just did my presentation, and then that's when fire department showed up and came upstairs and asked if I was okay, if I felt fine. I said yes, and then that's when everyone, like the police department, whoever, came up.
What Emily did with the child following the birth will soon come to light in her own harrowing admission.
I want you to think about this. You know,
Okay, so it seems like the autopsy will not have to be coming. Oh, will the autopsy come out before she says it? Let's find out.
that there's going to be an autopsy on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've went over this, and I've got your answers
Yeah.
to those questions. If any of that's not true, what you told me, I need to hear that from you,
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to look much better on you if we hear it from you rather than hear it from the doctor.
Yeah. I mean, if I was gonna intentionally kill a cat, I would have not put its head up and just let it drown. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I intentionally inflicted harm on the kid.
You did.
Mm.
Did you try and keep her alive?
I didn't do anything to keep her alive.
So you didn't intentionally kill the baby, but you also didn't do anything to keep her alive.
So they told me it's going to come down to who do they believe, me or the coroner?
As police arrive on campus,
Yeah, I know who I would be believing, especially if I am a person on jury duty, somebody who has extensive knowledge and they do the research into this. They have no ties to what's going on, versus the person who's a suspect.
and begin to question Emily, Logan sends a panicked message, reading, "What did you do?" When asked what happened immediately following the birth, Emily begins recounting her actions. After giving birth, she describes going to the kitchen and returning with a knife, which she used to cut the umbilical cord. Emily vividly recounts the baby's final movements before claiming they stopped altogether. Afterward, she admits she disposed of the baby's body and other evidence in a black trash bag. Emily then lay down on the couch for
I thought she was grabbing a knife or something else.
around 15 minutes, leaving the trash bag on the bathroom floor.
Then after that, once I felt like I could walk, I went out and I took it outside. And I set it just right by the house. It was trash day.
Man, what I'm hearing right now is making me hit the Emily eyes. She got the perky eyes, huh?
I took it to the trash bins, the trash hadn't gone out or anything, but I just sat it there. And I came back in and I was still losing blood, so I just laid on the couch.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Why did you just set her right outside the door and not somewhere else?
I just didn't know. I didn't want to travel. I didn't want
I didn't want to throw her in the trash bin.
I didn't want to throw her.
I think her saying that shows that she has some type of mental. Her paper. Mentally ill murderers have the understanding as to why they're sentenced to life in prison. That's what her paper was, right? She mentally understands that this is wrong, but she still did it. That's why she doesn't want to throw the baby in the trash can, because she knows that it's wrong and that was her baby and it's not trash. That's why she didn't throw it in there. If you saw the picture, the trash can is literally 5-6 feet there.
And not somewhere else.
I just didn't know. I didn't want to travel. I didn't want to throw her in the trash bin for the garbage people to just throw in the trash can. So at one point I thought about burying her, but I didn't want to take her away, and then because I wasn't in I felt the safest position yet. Because I was laying down and I was still losing blood, so I was just well, maybe I need to go if something doesn't stop soon. But then it slowly started settling down.
Now, why didn't you call 911?
Cause she knew she was dead wrong.
I mean, I probably should have, but I just didn't
Okay.
feel there was anything left to do. I just thought the baby was gone.
Though we may never know what Emily had been thinking, Rising tensions between Emily and Logan shed a horrifying light on the situation that foreshadowed the tragic events that would soon follow. While accusing Emily of drinking throughout her
Well, you're dumb enough. You've been drinking the whole time. Might as well just.
pregnancy, he tells her she might as well just kill it. Despite Emily's grim admissions and the incriminating texts, investigators still have no clear proof of exactly what happened to the baby. However, the
That's heavy.
coroner's report will soon reveal harrowing details about the child's tragic death. For now, it appears as though the detective is searching for any sign of remorse from Emily as he asks her one final question.
Can you sum this up with how you feel about this?
Wish I could be like rewound the situation, I guess.
Can you speak up just a little bit?
I
I'm
just
sorry.
wish it was like you could go back and
Emily's tweet 2 months after. Goodbyes are not always bad. Sometimes they're just what you need in your life. Hold up though. 2 months after, what was she still out? After this interview, she must have like been free or something. Cause if the people from the house, I'm assuming the bag shouldn't have been there for 2 months. I don't know.
I could have like called 911, but I didn't. So
With enough evidence to charge Emily with a crime, she's taken to jail with a bond set for $1 million. While behind bars, conversations with her mom,
10%, 100,000.
Sandra,
I don't know if Ohio's a 10 or 100% state.
continue as Emily faces a critical decision to prove her innocence.
I have to go to court at 2:30. Oh, today? I either have to take 15 years or go to trial. The prosecutor
I'm not gonna lie, Emily. With the way that you were saying you don't want the pictures to be shown, you might want to take them 15 years.
just came at me and was like, well, we're going to drop if you plead out to this, we're going to drop your two tampering with evidence charges because you've been good while you've been in jail. But he said it comes down to you knowing this whole time about it, having conversations about it, and it just looks bad on you. So go to trial. You think this is a good decision? I think it's your best option. All right. All I can tell you to do is pray about it. Okay.
Resolved to take the case to trial, Sandra reveals their attorney's strategy to present Emily with a positive image in front of the jury.
He was telling me that, or explaining, I need to get you about 4 outfits together, and I need you to look young, but not like a nun. Conservative, young looking, but not like a nun. He didn't say anything about makeup or anything. I know. I feel like I can't have it. Oh, well, it's okay. You look better when you're pale anyway. I feel like I'm going to look pretty rough. My hair is going to look ridiculous. Just have somebody braid it.
In a tearful moment, Emily reflects after a discussion with her attorney, describing her feelings toward the crime in the face of the upcoming verdict.
Listen.
He was like, how would you find yourself? And then he's like, whoa, can you say you're going to find yourself in this? Of course I'm going to find myself guilty. I feel. But I would.
See, the case is over now. Of course, I'm gonna find myself guilty. If that's how I feel, that's how I've always felt. Yeah. I don't know if you know, but all the calls in the jail are actually recorded, and we have you on recording saying that if I were somebody making the decision, I would say that I'm guilty. So now we're gonna give you the guilty plea. You should have took these 15 years. You're cooked. GG, Emily.
On July 29, 2015, after declining the 15-year plea
Not guilty by reason of insanity.
deal, 20-year-old Emily Weaver pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. Though her motive remains unclear,
No.
the defense argued she may have been suffering from a dissociative episode due to having an unperceived pregnancy. In a statement by Emily, she explained, "I didn't identify it as a human being.
But you wanted to bury the baby. So if you didn't identify the baby as a human being, why would you not throw it away? And then also say that you had thoughts about throwing it away.
Adding, I wasn't associating it as a baby. It was an it. At the trial, the devastating truth of what happened to the child was finally revealed. According to the autopsy, the coroner concluded the baby died of asphyxiation. On May 13, 2016, a jury found her
Okay. She put in a not guilty plea. Bro, I was about to say what?
guilty of aggravated murder, abuse of a corpse, and 2 counts of tampering with evidence. Emily Weaver was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole.
Should have took them 15 years, Emily.
However, in December 2022, the case was reopened after an appeal argued that her life sentence did not accurately reflect the nature of the crime, and that her punishment was not consistent with similar cases. In November 2023, Emily was resentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 20 years.
You know what? 5 more years than what your plea was. Life possibility.
She's currently incarcerated at the Dayton Correctional Institution in Ohio, where she will be eligible for parole.
2035. Man, RIP to that baby. I really can't believe that she really tried to sit there and gaslight my boy Logan. She said everything's my fault after all. So don't be mad that the baby happened to pass. You know that it happened during the birth. Man, she was capping that entire time, bruh.